So if you're a dog owner in Franklin, you already know what a great town this is for you and your dog. In this explainer, we're going to walk through how to find the right dog trainer so you can both enjoy everything the area has to offer. I mean, picture this, taking a calm stroll right through downtown or hanging out at Forge Park on a nice day, and your dog is just relaxed and focused even with everything going on around them. That's not a dream. It's totally possible, and it all starts with finding the right person to help you get there.
Okay, so where do you even start? Well, the very first step, before you even type dog trainer into a search bar, is to get really clear on what you and your dog actually need help with. So really, take a second and think about it. What are the main things you're struggling with? Is it just total chaos every time the doorbell rings? Or does your arm feel like it's going to fall off after every walk? Nailing down your specific goals is absolutely the key.
And look, you're probably not alone. These are some of the most common things people want to work on. It could be the basics like sit and stay, or something more specific like pulling on the leash, or even tougher issues like reactivity. Knowing your goal helps you find a trainer who really knows their stuff in that one area.
Once you know what you want to work on, the next question is how. You need to understand the different kinds of training out there so you can find the right fit. Let's take a look.
You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And for good reason. It's really the foundation of modern, humane, and effective training. It's all about using rewards, like treats or praise, to show your dog what you want them to do. It builds trust, and honestly, it makes learning fun for them, which means the results are much more likely to stick.
So here's a big question. Should you do private, in-home training, or should you sign up for a group class? Well, in-home training is perfect for stuff that happens, well, at home, like barking at the mailman or jumping on visitors. Group classes, though, are amazing for getting your dog used to focusing on you when other dogs and people are around. Perfect for getting them ready for a walk through a busy place like Franklin Village Common.
All right, so you've got your goals, you know what kind of training format you're looking for. Now comes the part where you actually vet the trainers to make sure they're qualified and professional.
Now, you might see a bunch of letters like these after a trainer's name, and yeah, it can look a bit like alphabet soup. But these are your friends. They just mean that a trainer has actually put in the work to get certified and stay up to date on their education. It's a really quick way to see that you're dealing with a serious professional. And this is a big one. A professional trainer will almost always offer to chat with you on the phone or even meet with you before you commit to anything. This isn't just about them selling their services, it's your chance to see if you click with them and their training style. It really has to be a good fit for you, too. Okay, let's get into the practical side of things that will help you make that final decision, what it all costs, and the most important questions you need to be asking. This gives you a pretty good ballpark for what training costs are like here in the Franklin area. You can see it really varies, from group classes to private lessons to more intensive programs. A little tip, buying a package of sessions is often a better value than paying one at a time. Of course, these prices also depend on the trainer's experience and just how complex your dog's needs are. When you have that first chat with a trainer, this is probably the most telling question you can ask. What you want to hear back are phrases like positive reinforcement, reward-based, or force-free. That's your confirmation that they're using modern, kind, and effective methods. This is another great one to ask, because training can't just happen in a bubble. You want a plan that's actually going to work for your real life, right? Whether that's practicing polite leash walking down at the Delicart Conservation Area or just keeping your dog calm during a town festival. Remember, the trainer is only with you for maybe an hour a week. The real progress happens with the practice you put in between those sessions. A good trainer is like a coach. They'll give you clear, easy-to-follow homework so that all the new skills actually stick. All right, once you've picked your trainer and you have a plan, it's time to start weaving those skills into your everyday life here in Franklin. It's all part of being a great dog-owning neighbor. These are just the basics of being a responsible dog owner in town. Keeping your dog on leash in public, making sure they're registered, and always cleaning up. There's simple things that make sure our shared spaces stay clean and safe for everyone. And here is where you can put all that training into practice. The dog park is perfect for working on recall in a safe, fenced-in area. The trails at Delicart are great for practicing on-leash skills with real-life distractions. And a place like Forge Park is ideal for teaching your dog to stay calm and focused, even with a lot of activity going on. These local spots are basically your real-world training grounds. And at the end of the day, all this effort and training just opens up the world for you and your dog. Good luck with your search. Having a well-mannered dog makes everything better, at home, out and about in town, and with all the people you meet along the way.